Ready? All right, hello everybody. For you guys just joining in, if you've never, seen one of these before, this is. All right, hello everybody. Okay, sorry, there was an echo there. Okay, so this is our monthly ecosystem call. We're doing a recap of everything we've worked on over the month, and then we'll do a Q&A session at the end of the call. I recommend you guys leave your questions at the end of the call when we actually get to that session, because we don't monitor chat while we're doing the call, so your question might get lost there. So here we are. This is Q4. Everything we've been working on so hard all year long. It's here now. We've been everything we've promised. So far it's just been promises that we've made. We haven't actually released anything, and this quarter is when we actually will be releasing things really soon. I'm actually in Romania for a month working with our dev team. Derek is coming next week. So our office here, it's an amazing office. It's in a great location. I've actually only worked with our team over just Skype before, so now actually getting to work with them like live, face to face, so much more gets accomplished when you can hash things out. It's so much easier than doing things remote. So just the energy in the office, seeing how great and how dedicated these guys are. Personally, I'm really proud to be a part of TokenPay, and you guys should too. We've been working really hard to meet all their deadlines that we've promised. We're pretty much we're laser focused at this point. Even if people are trying to bring us down, like Fluffy Pony, and I have no idea how anybody says that with a straight face. So just getting into it, I want to start with Bitcoin Romania. Now, I know we went over this on the last ecosystem call, but it seems like some of you guys don't you don't understand the significance of this deal. It seems like you guys just thought, okay, we just did another acquisition of a company, woohoo. But actually, guys, this plays exactly to what our goal is of adoption. So the first day when I came here to Romania, I checked into my Airbnb. I went across the road to a grocery store. Now that grocery store ended up it's part of a chain it's one of the largest here in Romania. It's about 400 stores. I go in there to get some stuff, and there's an ATM there. I'm just walking by, and it's the corner of my eye, it catches my attention that it says cryptocurrency. So it's like, okay, cool. It's the first time I've ever seen an ATM, a crypto ATM. So I touch it, and the Bitcoin Romania logo pops up. I'm like, whoa, this is awesome. Like, this is us, and one day that's going to actually show, the actual, TokenPay. That's incredible. That's exactly what we need for adoption. Just imagine thousands of these locations just across Western Europe, and like Eastern Europe and Canada coming soon. Send TPAY to somebody, they can go down to a Bitcoin Romania location and get cash for it. That plays into exactly what we want. So if you think of all of these ATM networks, they're pretty much, face it, they are exchanges. If you buy or sell TPAY, at some point, the ATM network operator, they have to in turn, buy or sell that coin on an exchange anyway. This provides so much, of course, the liquidity, but also adoption that we are going for. This deal is so much more than just, oh, we acquired 10%. I really want you guys to understand the significance of this whole deal. Derek, do you have anything to add on that?
Yeah, I mean, I think I mentioned this on Telegram, and I would like to kind of really go a little bit deeper. But I've been talking to probably 10 to 20 companies over the past 2 weeks of ATM companies all over the world, and a lot of the business models for all of these ATM companies are that they connect with current exchanges, some of the bigger ones, some of the smaller ones. And then eventually these exchanges themselves keep inventory of coins, especially if they're in high demand. And what ends up happening is they start to become their own internal exchange. But what's most important is the amount of access that they have to people in the real world, right? Where you can go from ATM to send transactions without having to go through a um, very difficult onboarding process of going into a crypto exchange. I mean, many people know how to use an ATM, but they do not know how to use a cryptocurrency exchange, right? So if we're looking for the adoption, if we're looking for the ability to have an ease of use of cryptocurrencies in the whole real world ecosystem, this is definitely one of the best ways to go. But I always look at it as we look at, kind of the volume and liquidity that we have now. And, my mission really is to improve that, right? And at least to increase that liquidity. But there's going to be a lot of liquidity that is not going to be shown on CoinMarketCap that's going to be in the real world. So we could have $250,000 of liquidity on this exchange. And in the short term, it'll probably increase because it is, let's say, an ATM purchaser going and buying TPAY connected through, let's say, Cryptopia. But then eventually there's going to be, in the medium term, long term, less and less of that volume that's reported is going to be showing real world activity. So you could have, let's say, 5 million of liquidity on CoinMarketCap for TokenPay, but you could have 50 million of actually TPAY being, exchanged, right, through this whole ATM network, right? And it's not just ATMs, it's POS locations as well. So you can go to a market and you can just walk in and they have, like, through the same POS terminal where you can, scan your groceries or whatever, you can actually buy and sell TPAY right there, right? So there's a lot of different things to this deal, but I think it's not just Bitcoin Romania. It's getting us into a space and an industry where we're going to keep on learning about it and expanding it through all of Europe. And the first market we're going to go after is Eastern Europe. And after that, we just keep on expanding. And we're looking at places in the US as well as Asia. But we're seeing this as just the right opportunity for us to really continue to increase the adoption. I mean, there's so much I can say. I think the guys at Bitcoin Romania are fantastic. They work really, really hard, and really looking forward to all of the things that we're going to do with them. It's not just an ATM deal. It's not just a network deal. There's so many more other things that we're going to be doing with them as well. So again, I'm always thinking about long-term. I'm always thinking about the ecosystem. Everything that we do is to increase and expand and make this ecosystem better and stronger. Okay, I think that's extremely important that everybody understands that. That's why we're there. That's what we're working for. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it, Steve.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, personally, I just think it's amazing. It's incredible how common, how easy it is to buy and sell crypto here in Romania. I'm in Latin America where it's not everywhere. I just saw my first crypto ATM. To me, that's mind blowing that you can actually send somebody TPAY and go cash it out. That's incredible. Okay, so next we're going to go over EFIN. Okay, so we have a really, really talented UI UX team over here. Now, one thing that we've noticed is, or one thing we want to build, if you look at how PayPal, they came out of nowhere and they made sending and receiving payments online really easy. It looks pretty. It's easy to use. Anybody can figure it out. Apple did the same thing. Both companies blew up huge. It's easy to figure out. So, you have, if you've ever tried to, show somebody non-technical how to use, even just a basic crypto wallet, it's kind of confusing. You need to understand, what's going on. So our UI UX team, they've done a complete overhaul on the EFIN interface, plus the TokenPay merchant platform and the wallet, just to make this as easy to use as possible. So for EFIN, sorry, we have a demo coming out really soon. You know, you guys will actually be able to see what, you know, we've been working on so much. And just as a crypto user myself, you know, I've seen EFIN, I've used it. I think, you know, this is decentralized trading. You know, this is me keeping custody of my own coins. This is you keeping custody of your coins. You know, you don't have to ask permission to withdraw your funds. You know, this is a game changer, and something we've been working on. You know, that'll be revealed later is, you know, how to handle the liquidity aspect, you know, behind it. And this is all being done by BlockSize. BlockSize, they're a Latin America-based blockchain development company. We acquired a 50% stake in them. They've been doing an incredible job. I think they're around 10 developers or so right now. And just one thing I want to throw out now that I want you guys to really think about, you know, concerning EFIN is, you know, the EFIN coin, this is exclusively being paired, you know, with TPAY. I mean, I'll just have to let that sink in with you guys. So anything on EFIN, Derek, or just move to the next topic?
Are you going to say anything else? Or, I mean, I can talk about a few more things, adjustments that we made, or are we going to do that later? Or?
No, that's fine. Go ahead.
Okay, so I remember on the last call I talked about kind of the EFIN and how the kind of the trading structure is and stuff like that. So what we've decided to do is create membership plans. So we've listened to the community. We heard everybody's thoughts. I know that we've changed this a few times already. This is the reality of sometimes how we're become too transparent sometimes, and people give feedback, but some good, some bad. I think it's important for everybody to understand that we listen. We always listen. I'm always talking to people. I received a lot of ideas about how to make EFIN trading platform to be extremely popular. I received some information from people from France, from Jamaica, from the U.S. I mean, all over. I'm always curious to see what people are thinking and what that would get them motivated to really start to use EFIN. That really is at the end of the day our motivation. So what we decided to do is create 3 plans. One of them is definitely catered to people who are really interested in doing a lot of trading, but also acquiring a lot of the EFIN coins, which these EFIN coins are going to be used for voting on specific polls. The EFIN coin will also be integrated into our entire ecosystem as well. So there's a lot of different things that you can use it. The second plan will have less EFIN coins provided at a lower price. Also will include unlimited trading fees as well. And then the third plan is what we call the standard plan, will be free. Free to join. You'll be able to get some coins on sign up for free. But there is a small little catch, and that catch basically is one of the major reasons why we feel like we have as many people join this free plan that they'll be able to really help EFIN grow. So in order for you to get your coins and your referral bonuses, which will still be 100%. So if you refer somebody or you refer a premium or a platinum member, you will receive 100% of those. You need to trade of at least $500. So we lowered the limits. We made it a little bit easier. You trade $500 a month, not a lot. And we would charge 1%. So it's basically $5. So that money obviously is going to be used for development and stuff like that. But what we would like is to have, not many people in platinum, to be honest, and a good amount in premium, but also several 100,000 people in the standard plan. Because we would want a ton of liquidity and a ton of people joining. So if we had hundreds of thousands of people joining this free plan, it would actually be more beneficial for EFIN and its liquidity. So these are things that are going to be announced and presented soon. Steve is actually working on it right now. But we wanted to let you guys know so that we listened to everybody. We listened to people that were interested. We listened to how people could refer each other. We looked at other platforms that were doing similar things. And we thought that if we got the best of what other platforms are doing, kind of put it together, then we would basically have a better chance. Keep in mind, this is the first time ever that this has been done with a decentralized exchange. Normally people just don't have membership programs. You just kind of join to free and then they trade, and who knows all the crazy outrageous fees that you pay. But at the end of the day, we're doing something very unique, and obviously there's a lot of work behind it, and just need everybody to be a little bit patient. but we'll just keep in mind that we're always listening to you and always responding to that feedback. I mean, I'm always on Telegram talking, explaining things, always to make it easier for people to understand why we're doing these things and the business decisions behind it, but as well as what makes sense for the community. Okay, I think that's good enough for me.
Okay, absolutely. Yeah, I didn't know if we, how detailed we were going to go into the, the membership program or not.
It's okay. I just wanted to give a little bit of a kind of a heads up, that so I want people really excited about EFIN. I'm excited, and I'm really looking forward to it. I've been working with the Block Size team and the Romanian team, daily on looking at what's going on, what are we doing, and just really like how this is all going to integrate and be part of this ecosystem that we're building. And we're planning on probably a launch in December. That's the target. The target month is going to be December. What day? We don't officially know. We're still going to go through some testing. We'll probably invite some people from Telegram to do some beta testing. So, maybe we'll give away some free accounts here and there, some of the premium accounts with no coins, but we'll give some accounts away for free for some of the beta testers. So there's definitely a lot of feedback and a lot of help that we're going to need, and we need help from you guys, the community.
Yeah, that's awesome, EFIN. It's been a labor of love. I personally can't wait for you guys to actually be able to see it and use what we've been working on just so much. All right, now the TokenPay merchant platform. We released a screenshot of that on Twitter and Telegram. If you didn't get to see that, it'll also be in the ecosystem report that'll be published right after. I've been working with the team a lot on that platform. We're building something that's easy to use, and it gives merchants all the tools that they need to transact in crypto. Easy to use though, where you don't need to know like the family computer guide to set everything up, and it lets merchants actually be able to cash out to fiat. Is that correct, Derek?
Yes. Well, eventually, not the first version, but we're planning by Q1 to be able to convert that. But merchants will eventually be able to do that directly on the system. So it's pretty much automatic. Also convert to other cryptos if they choose to, or they can go to any of the ATMs that will have TokenPay or any of those other cryptos to be able to cash out some of those coins. So yes, it's just a process. We're going to have a certain version MVP launched in December. We're looking at third week of December. Then after that, it'll be a slow, gradual improvement so that we can get all the features that we're looking for. We'll have a referral program as well with the merchants, because we want all the people all over the world to start referring to local businesses. And then eventually people will start downloading our app, their mobile app, which will start connect to the merchant services, and it'll just start creating this vortex, I guess. They call it the flywheel. If you ever research about the Amazon flywheel and how they basically bring in somebody from one avenue and eventually they get stuck and they stay with another. It's like, let's say you go to Amazon and buy, a microphone, and after that you realize, oh, they have videos and streaming that I can also use. And oh, I noticed that there's, stuff that I could buy for bedding and sheets or whatever, right? So we look at it as once a merchant comes into an ecosystem in one way or a consumer comes in through another way, eventually that'll start to really increase the speed of growth in regards to our ecosystem.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, in regards to the mobile wallet, I actually saw one of the beta dev versions on an iPhone here, and I mentioned earlier how so many of these wallets, our competition, their wallets are clunky. They're buggy. They crash, and frankly, they're kind of ugly. I mean, they require, you have to already have a basis in crypto in order to even use them, and that's something that our UI UX team has kept in mind. Making all of this easy to use and have like an interface that shows you eventually local businesses in your area that accept your TokenPay. I mean, it's I know I've said this repeatedly. I'm very excited for you guys to actually be able to use and see what we've been working on. I know it's just been a lot of words. It's been a lot of promises, and dev work takes a lot of time. I mean, we have around 25 developers, which is huge. Most blockchain projects you look at, they have a couple of developers, and then a lot of like marketing and admin guys. And we're the exact opposite. I mean, we have 25 developers between Romania and Latin America, and we have, you know, a smaller marketing and admin team. I mean, this has been a labor of love for us, and you know, this quarter is going to be amazing. So next we have CryptoBet, our Curacao license that was finally approved and issued. This is a sub license. It actually took a lot longer, you know, for us to get than we anticipated. I think it's been about 9 months in process so far. Okay, CryptoBet, it's an online casino. It lets you, you know, play with your crypto coins. You know, you can play casino games like slots and blackjack, roulette. You can play with, you know, live dealers if you want. You can bet on sports. You can live bet on sports and just some other games using your crypto. And what I think is amazing is whenever you want to cash out, it's a push of a button. You just tap. You don't have to wait and ask permission for somebody to, you know, a few days later to, you know, cash out your money. It's done. You request it. There's a lot of dev work that's gone on, you know, behind the scenes, but it goes, you know, straight to your wallet. That's an incredible feature that many people have requested. It's been like a problem area, and you know, we listen to our community and we see the comments that people make, you know, that they can't wait to play, you know, and we can't wait for you to play. I can't wait for you to play. So Derek, we have one more thing we're going to cover. Do you want to address anything or just move forward?
No, move forward.
Okay, so last, Derek did an interview. It was on CNBC, the crypto trader segment at Blockchain Shift Miami. And one of the things, it was about a 3-minute segment. We linked to it on Telegram and Twitter, sent out an email, and it'll also be in the ecosystem report. One of the things he talked about was that you'll actually be able to buy shares in a crypto bank using your crypto. I mean, that's something that hasn't been done before. It's pretty much unprecedented. So we're looking at a month or two, you know, before we start selling those shares in an actual bank. You know, and this isn't a flip that we're doing. This money isn't going like right into our pocket. You know, this is something. We pretty much have to do everything from scratch. You know, which is, it's both a good thing and a bad thing. I mean, the bank, it exists, it makes money, it's functional, but it's not where we want it to be at. You know, so, you know, the good thing is that we do get to build exactly what we want to build. And the bad thing is the amount of time and development it's going to take to actually, you know, make that happen. So that's all I have. Before we go to Q&A, Derek, if you want to add on to that or go straight to questions.
I think we can go straight to questions. I mean, in regards to the bank thing that we announced on CNBC, there's a lot more details that are coming out soon. Our expectation is that we may be able to start doing the whole process and for people to purchase these shares sometime in December as well. So December is going to be a pretty big month. We have one or two things launching in November, but December is going to be a pretty big month where we start doing a lot of this stuff. So, but yeah, we'll just open it up to questions. I'm watching all the questions on YouTube, so if you want to ask there, that'd be great. If not, I can have maybe Ruben send me some questions on Skype or that we would like to address.
Yeah, I don't have the questions up, so
it's okay. I see them.
Okay.
Yeah, can you elaborate any further on the December 5th announcement? We never announced anything on December 5th. Can I come to India for 2 days and please stay at my home? Maybe, sure, one day. I don't know. When Binance, I don't know. Whenever they decide to add us, it's up to them. It's not up to us. Don't know when. In the future, how will the core wallet begin to integrate with EFIN, the bank infrastructure, and other parts of the ecosystem? Oh, very good question, Stephen. So That's going to be over a phasing process. So first version of the wallet is just going to be a simple wallet with TPAY. Then we're going to start adding some of the other coins that are partners with us. For example, Verge will be one of those coins. We're waiting for the new code base to come out so that we can, it'll be a little bit easier to add it into the wallet. Then we'll add Litecoin, we'll add Bitcoin, of course. So that wallet right now is very proprietary for us only, and then eventually we'll start adding and adding and adding more of these cryptos as well. Then the wallet will go through a slow process throughout the next first half of the year next year. We'll start adding more and more features. For example, the ability to buy crypto with a credit card, the ability to find ATMs all over the world where you can buy and or sell TokenPay. The ability to have a list of merchants that are involved that's connected to our merchant services platforms, to see profiles of merchants. So if you're passing by and you want to see a merchant that's accepting crypto and you want to see reviews of that merchant to see, you know, what's the food like or whatever it is, we'll be able to, you know, connect to that as well. Again, it's basically this one-stop, you know, all-you-can-shop kind of thing or use for crypto, right? And so that anybody in the world, when they want to say, oh, download a crypto wallet, TokenPay is that wallet, right? That's kind of the vision, kind of the utopia mentality, I guess, or thought process we have here is how do we get market share from people to just not have 10 wallets, not have an only Ethereum wallet, an only this wallet, an only that wallet, but to have a one-stop shop wallet. So there's a lot of features that are coming out. So eventually we'll integrate EFIN. We'll also do a coin swap thing, kind of like Shapeshift, which is actually integrated to EFIN as well. A lot of cool things that we will do to make it extremely easy for people to use our wallet. Okay. Yeah, the logo is okay. Let me go up these questions. I know that we saw. Okay. When adding more devs are done. Okay, so we will always continue to add more devs or always add talent. I think we're already pretty much done with hiring for devs until for this year. I mean, we already have 3 or 4 in our kind of HR process pipeline that we're finalizing. I know that we're always looking for people and talent because we always have to consider that once we launch some of these products, we'll have to grow and eventually add. But we're hesitant to add and bring in cost into our infrastructure until we start to see growth in actual revenues and numbers so we can eventually hit at least break even. Every business, when they start off, one of the first goals they want to do is to hit break even in their cost infrastructure. So if we have a run rate of cost of X amount, we want to make sure that we can at least break even and be sustainable break even for X amount of time. So that's extremely important that everybody understands how that works. Yeah, the distribution for stakeholders. So what we've decided to do is actually make it so only TPAY holders will benefit. We originally announced that Verge and Litecoin would be able to participate, but it became really complicated for us to really manage all of that. We wanted to make this simpler as possible, but we also wanted to bring in a ton of other communities as well. This is why we're adding about, I think, 20 or 25 coins and tokens into our platform from day one, which is extremely important. So we've made a couple of adjustments, but depending on the plan that you choose, the actual amount of EFIN that you receive if you stake TPAY will increase exponentially. So for Platinum, it's going to be a certain number that's very high. For the Premium number, it's going to be also a pretty good amount. And then for Standard, you will also be able to receive EFIN for free just for staking. So the thing is, you have to stake TPAY over a 30-day period every month, and every month you get it released. So let's assume you own 10,000 TPAY and you're a basic member, sorry, a standard member, you receive 12 EFIN for every TPAY over a 1-year period, but it's basically one every month. So you'll receive essentially 10 or 12,000 EFIN every month, but you have to basically trade $500 in order to do that. This is a way to kind of everybody wins, right? We want our network to be stronger. Right now, we only see about 7-8 million TPAY coins staked. The reason why it's not 16 million is because a good chunk of that is in an exchange somewhere and it's not being staked. And the reality is we need the TPAY network to be stronger and stronger as our merchant services and all of our products launch, right? So try to visualize this, right? We're launching all of these products. The increase in demand of TokenPay should increase with the right marketing. But at the same time, we need a stronger network. And this EFIN mechanism allows us to have a stronger network and not encourage trading, to encourage actually holding the coin to have that. We understand that not everybody wants to hold the coin for a long time or for staking, that's fine. But the people that do will get rewarded additionally by having EFIN. I hope that's clear. I will try to clear it up if there's any other questions about that, but I think that's pretty good. You need a TokenPay ball cap. Joshua, you can go on our website at moondick.com and buy with crypto and buy a ball cap. We have some discounts, coupon codes there available that you can ask some people. Usually we give our 10% off to anybody that we kind of get in contact with. Why not staking for a mobile wallet holder? It's a very good question. Staking for a mobile wallet with our infrastructure right now is not possible. The way that a lot of other wallets do it is actually not staking in the wallet. What they do is they have an exchange, they have an off the mobile server staking node wallet. So let's assume that you have like this big server, a big computer in your house, and you have 1 million coins in there and you get 50,000 coins or 5%, whatever, in a year. And what you do is you track all the people that are on your wallet that have coins over a certain period of time, and then you just kind of send them the coins. And it's not specifically your computer or your phone that's actually doing the actual staking. There may be some that are trying to do that, but it's actually very hard. The mobile processing power would actually make it very hot to do that. So what they do is it's kind of like a registry where you're entitled to the right to the staking reward, but the exchange or the wallet provider may not give you as much as you deserve. Maybe give you more, maybe give you less. It really depends on their system. So for us, we're not going to do that. We know that other wallet companies have tried or are doing it, but we're not going to because it's a very intricate process. However, if technology does improve and we are able to provide that as a feature, then we'll be able to do it. But again, it's up to Apple and Android or Google to be able to allow us to do things like that, because at the end of the day, it's still going through their terms and licenses of what you can and cannot do. And mining cryptocurrencies is probably not allowed in their terms of service agreement. Okay. I think we were cut off. All right. Yeah, when can we see new exchanges? The only new exchange that we're planning on being listed on is going to be EFIN, and that's pretty much it. We have a system to prevent bots in the EFIN exchange. Yes and no. If somebody kind of connects to our exchange and starts doing type of connections to API and starts doing trades, then at the end of the day, we can try as best as possible to stop them, but we will try really hard, and it's kind of hard. I mean, we don't have that many assets, so it's very easy for us to trigger it. But what I do find annoying about the bots, it's not that they do like small trades per se, but they do like these 0.02, and you see like 50,000 transactions of 0.02 of something, and it's really, really annoying. So for us, like, it's really interesting for us to not have that, because that's a really poor UX experience. Good question though. What stablecoins on EFIN? I believe we have one called the DAO, which is basically not backed by an actual fiat currency, but it's like a reward system where it's still like the value of $1, but there's a reward system. Check it out. It's actually really interesting technology, but we'll definitely have that on there. If we decide to partner with other stablecoins, we'll see what we can add in there as well. When CryptoBet, we're looking for something in November, December as well. So we'll stay tuned for that. Just wanted to make sure when it launches, it comes out. We're perfectionists at the end of the day. Okay. So when CEST, when Mr. Patel, I've heard of Mr. Patel, but I don't know really if he's part of the team or not. So sorry. When is CEST or one or two centralized exchanges? That's a very good question. The answer is that sometime next year, we will be launching a centralized exchange with Bitcoin Romania. And that's going to be a very interesting project for us and a lot of work, and we're really excited about that. It's saying it's not, is it privacy? Yeah, I mean, from what we've seen, our coin is truly private. Obviously, Monero and Fluffy Pony want to attack us. That's great, but at the end of the day, it is private. So, but at the end of the day, he's right about security and privacy being a cat and mouse game. Eventually, you have to keep on developing and improving the actual blockchain or privacy features, and that's definitely happening on our side. We do have plans that sometime by the second half of next year, we will be launching an updated code base of our coin, as well as other things. So stay tuned for that. But at the end of the day, we're always working. for improvements? Okay, okay. Some of these questions are just hilarious. It says, when Derek getting Steve's new haircut? I have different hair than Steve. I have actually curly hair, so sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, I think, yeah, some of these questions are a little bit crazy. I'm not really sure if I'm going to answer them. Yeah, so liquidity, we're trying to do everything in our power to increase liquidity. But again, you may look at liquidity the wrong way, the way I look at it. And that's fine. That's just business fundamental difference. I'm not going to argue about that anymore. Can you do a quick summary of the betting topic that you discussed since there was interference, please? Oh, in regards to what? Into a quick summary of what exactly? Crypto bet or what?
I think that the stream cut out in the middle of when we were talking about crypto bet. Okay, so I can cover that one. Crypto bets. I don't know at which part the stream cut out, guys, but I talked about our Curacao license being issued and approved. That makes us licensed and regulated, which is it's important for us to to be licensed and regulated, to abide by government regulations. We're not fly by night. This is for longevity. CryptoBet itself, you will be able to play online with your crypto using, it's an online casino. You can play casino games. You can play with a dealer, bet on sports, live sports if you want, and all this is with your crypto. And one of the big features that we're going for is the automated payouts. So you don't have to ask permission. You don't have to wait days to get a payout. It's just all done behind the scenes. You click the button and the coins are sent back to your wallet.
Yeah. All right. So I think some people wanted to ask some more details about the Platinum, Premium, and Standard. So I'll give you an example of, like, for example, the rewards. So if you're a Platinum member, you will get 120 EFIN for every TPAY. It's actually one of the highest rewards out there. The second is the Premium plan. You will get 60 TPAY for every, 60 EFIN for every TPAY that you have staking in your wallets. And then for the free, it is 12 EFIN for every TPAY that you stake. Okay, those are one of the major benefits. The other benefits are the Platinum has a special group where we talk about certain things. The Platinum has more coins that actually come with that membership. It's a one-time only deal. After that, then there will be a standard automatic renewal going forward for 2020, 2021, etc. So look at this as an opportunity for everybody to participate in this really breakthrough kind of angle that we're doing with the decentralized exchange, right? Which is to be more of being part of our community and being a very strong member and advocate within our ecosystem. Okay, let me see. Okay, so Fliver Arvin, with the stop loss take profit from some. Okay, I think it was about a feature that we have on exchange. I know that feature, but we will not have it for version 1 of EFIN. Eventually, we can add it. We have to see what the market demand is for it, right? If the people do it, I mean, there's a lot of different things that we can add. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I think I addressed your question. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, hold on. Here's a question. Will EFIN support take profit limit and stop payment? I think I addressed that. We will not have that for now for version 1, but we will have it later. Okay. Alrighty, I think we're good with questions. Last call. Any more questions? I'm going to address questions about our stuff. Litecoin's doing a lot of stuff for us, and you will clearly see that in, at least visually to the world, marketing-wise, in the next month or two. But there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that you guys do not realize he's helping us with, whether it's connecting us with interviews, connecting us with podcasts, connecting us with developers, connecting us with people that have been around the industry. I mean, I mean, I don't understand the thought process of what you guys think that this is just like some gimmick. The reality is this is real stuff happening. I ask questions all the time. I talk to Charlie easily a few times a week about a ton of stuff, and I ask him, "Do you know who this person is? What do you think about this? What do you think about that?" He talks to me. He's like, "Hey, you know, what's going on with this?" Always asking for stuff in regards to helping us, and there's a lot more stuff that we're going to be working on together. I guess the problem is if you guys don't see it in full view in your, you know, feed, then nothing's happening. And the reality is things are always happening. It's kind of like that story of the duck, you know, that you see and it's look calm, and in the bottom it's just, you know, churning its feet away like crazy, trying to, you know, kind of move, right? So this is just the reality of the world, people. This is the reality, okay? Okay. Will CryptoBet be a sports book or an exchange like Betfair? That's a good one. Steve, you want to answer that one?
Crypto will not be an exchange like Betfair. The reason for that is there is horrible liquidity on on exchanges. You know, Betfair Betfair is successful because they've been in the business for the longest, but they are pretty much the only one. So if we tried to, you know, and we looked into doing it this way, but if we tried to set up a crypto exchange, the reality is you know, you could try to place a bet on Barcelona, and if nobody is on the other side to take your bet, then you're not gonna be able to play. So in the end, you know, they simply just don't work, and we don't want to release a product that's going to fail.
Yeah. Okay, guys. I think that's it for questions. Thanks a lot for your time, and hope to see you for the next ecosystem report in November. And then we'll keep going from there. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
All right, guys. Bye.